You Don't Know Ball, episode 6. And week 1 of the NFL is complete. We are now on to week 3 of college football. Football's in full swing right now and coming at you live. So, last time we were on the episode, we were talking all about our predictions for week 1. And I'm going to start right away. Cowboys, Eagles. You, Jack, told me that Quinyon Mitchell was going to lock up CeeDee Lamb. And despite the 3 or so drops that CeeDee Lamb had, he was cooking. His route running was elite. I think he still managed to get over 100 yards. Like he was still out there balling outside of those couple drops. But Quinyon Mitchell could not lock him up. I know you'll probably pull a stat or something that says,
Hmm.
according to PFF, he was only on him for 10% of coverage grades and shit. But nah, CD was cooking. I know it was mainly against Adoree Jackson, but why did the Eagles not even have him on CD though? Like where was Quinyon Mitchell? I don't know if he paid attention to that. Like, if he's your best corner, why is he not on their best receiver? I didn't understand that. Maybe the Cowboys were doing a little scheming with that, but that was interesting to me right off the bat. I don't know what your take is on that.
Yeah, that I was really confused by that. Quinyon Mitchell barely guarded CeeDee Lamb, which you think why wouldn't he guard? Like who's that? Jackson? Adonai Jackson?
Adoree
Adonai
Jackson
Jackson
cooked.
is terrible.
Yeah.
He's terrible. It reminds me of Eli Apple, like in those memes. Like he was getting bullied all day long. Like
Mhm.
it's CeeDee Lamb. Like this isn't like another wide receiver. This is a top five wide receiver in the NFL and the National
Mhm.
Football League. Why is Jackson on him? I have no idea.
Yeah, especially because like I think Dak wasn't really targeting Pickens. Pickens had what, 3 catches? Like
Yeah, that was interesting as
yeah,
well.
yeah, that dude was taking some time to obviously take off. So he was keying on CD, and as a defense of the Eagles, bro, the Cowboys could have easily snuck back and won that game. And if they did win that game, it was going to be because CD came up clutch in those big time moments, which he didn't. But if he did, it would be a whole new conversation of why the Eagles did not have Quinyon Mitchell on him all game because it is very true. So I was Dak balled out. Like you can't tell me Dak didn't ball out in that game. We all know that.
Dak,
Go
I know
pull up the
we're
tape.
Dak guys too. I like
Hmm.
full Dak top 10 believers,
Hmm.
also full Justin Herbert top 10 believers. And
Dude,
I know you're not, but
dude, as much as I
yeah,
hated on Justin Herbert, bro, he
he was
literally
fantastic.
the fucking made the Chiefs defense look like Swiss cheese, bro, because
Yeah.
he was picking them apart. MVP level. He's probably the MVP favorite right now, right? Like I know Lamar and Josh Allen, but like, dude, he balled out, impressed me. I'm not gonna lie, he impressed me
Yeah,
that Friday night game.
how about the Cowboys getting shut out in the second half of that football game? It's insane. They had
Mhm.
chances late. They couldn't convert on some critical downs. I know they had that failed 4th and 3 with under two
Mhm.
minutes to go, but I mean they had opportunities. I
You
mean,
talking about you talking about Cowboys or Eagles?
Cowboys.
Did they get shut out the second half?
Yeah.
Bro, yeah, because it was interesting to me because, dude, I think the rain delay kind of messed everything up. I mean, obviously the Miles Sanders
That was
fumble was
weird.
huge, but like the Eagles offense too, they didn't really do much in the second half either. So I think it's
Yeah.
kind of tough. I mean, the rain delay was what, like an hour and a half, so to
Dude, there
come
were
back out,
3 points scored in the second half, dude.
yeah,
And
yeah,
the under
exactly,
it was insane. The under needed 7 points and there was only a field goal. It was
bro.
absolutely
Yeah.
insane.
Dude, these underbetters are probably going nuclear.
Dude,
Like they were
insane.
nuts. Yeah, dude, that's
Insane.
that's insane. As for the Eagles, bro, like again, it's hard to judge because of the rain delay, but look into next week when they got to go to Arrowhead, dude. As bad as the Chiefs played on Friday, dude, you still got Patrick Mahomes. Like I've seen Patrick Mahomes do crazier shit than beat the Eagles in Arrowhead. Like I think the Chiefs can easily turn it around, and get it done. Like, because the Eagles' offense in the second half, like rain delay or not, they did not impress me. So, like the Cowboys' D line was probably the biggest question mark they had now
Yeah.
because everyone was ripping them, and they completely eliminated Saquon from the game in the second half. Completely eliminated him. So that is interesting to me because is it the Eagles' O line just getting blown apart because the Chiefs' D line, like they were still doing very good against the run game. The Chargers didn't run the ball partly because they couldn't. All right, they went full air raid maybe to catch them off guard, but in the rushing attempts they did have, Omari and Hampton wasn't very effective because there was no holes. Chris
Yeah.
Jones was blocking holes like Chris Jones, and then
That's
dude,
that's a top run defense.
Karloffit, like dude, yeah.
Green Bay, they're up there with Green Bay. I think the Chiefs. I think It
Mhm.
was a tough matchup. It was definitely a tough matchup for Omarion Hampton. I'm a huge Omarion Hampton believer, as well as a
Yeah,
Travion Henderson believer. I know he didn't have a great game, didn't really see the same volume we expected him to see. I know Antonio Gibson was involved in that offense. I know
yeah.
Rodgers Stevenson is still involved in that offense. I don't know. What do you think as far as Travion Henderson fantasy owners? What should they think right now?
Dude, Trayvon Henderson is going to be a dog. I mean, obviously, I feel like rookie running backs, if you're not coming in like a Ashton Genty this year, and even guys like, dude, like this is way back, but like even guys like Zeke when he first came to the league, like these guys had like top potential, and even like Leonard Fournette, I guess you could
Mhm.
say. If you're not like a top five pick, bro, like from out the gates, it's gonna take you to take some time to really adjust to the next level. So like guys like Amari Hampton. Travion Henderson, Quinshon Judkins. I know that he didn't make it his debut. No,
No.
they didn't play him.
Hampton or what's that guy's name? Hampton.
Amari Hansen.
No, the
Yeah, 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 on the Browns.
yeah, their running back they're going to. That's a rookie. He's good.
Yeah, but my point is like a lot of these like rookie like bell cow running backs, they got to take some time getting used to. And Travion Henderson, we saw in the preseason just how explosive he is.
Mhm.
So I wouldn't be too worried about him not being super productive. Going to the Patriots, I know that you wanted to kind of touch on how you thought about the Raiders defense. I mean, what's up with them?
They looked good. The Raiders defense looked good. Let me pull up what I had down. We were talking about it the whole time.
Yeah,
Dude, this Raiders defense, like when you think of the Raiders defense, nothing jumps off the page. You're just like, oh, it's just the defense. Like maybe mediocre.
right.
They really showed out, and I think that's like a defense we should be watching. Let me see some names I had written down. Let's see our text. Fuck.
Yeah,
Yeah, I was talking about Thomas Booker looked awesome. Devin White looked awesome. Kyu Blue Kelly looked awesome. Like
yeah.
I don't sleep on that defense. That's all I have to say.
Dude, I gotta disagree with you, bro. I think that's kind of nonsense because when you go look at the Patriots offense, like
Bro.
Drake May was making some horrendous, like he made some good throws, but like half the time he was making some horrendous throws. Like his interception he threw sailed high. He had like I want to say at least 10 balls that were sailed over his guys. Like the Patriots could have played a much if the Patriots kind of beat themselves more than they lost to the Raiders, if that makes sense. Like
Yeah,
this game was not on them. I don't think that Raiders defense is. I mean, they got a good front. They got a good front.
yeah.
I'll give you that. I mean, the Patriots run game was kind of tough. Like, but from the quarterback and passing perspective, like Drake May missed a lot of balls because going back and watching the tape, it wasn't very good. They also had some drops. Like it's not.
Huge
It's too
drop.
early. It's too early to say that this is going to be an elite defense. Obviously, there was some sparks, but like we gotta see more. We gotta see more
Yeah,
from them.
Drake May. I mean, he didn't play awful. 30 for 46, 287 yards, a touchdown interception.
Wasn't
Not
awful.
great.
I'm not saying it was awful, but
Yeah, it
he had
definitely didn't
some.
make me believe. I'll tell you that. And Patriots were one of my dark horse teams. I mean, I
Yeah,
don't know why Travion Henderson's getting 5 balls on the ground, five
yeah,
carries, 27 yards.
yeah. You definitely need more than that. I mean,
Yeah.
it goes with like
Can't
Mike
spoil it.
Mike Vrabel too. His first game, like he's still working things out. Like this Patriots team isn't going to be the team that you're expecting to make a deep playoff run this year. Like you got to trust the process if you're a fan, and maybe the next couple years, things can change. But this is a long-term project, so you can't really expect much out of them. I mean, everyone gets so used to seeing guys like Jaden Daniels and CJ Stroud making playoffs every year, but like those are anonymous. Like we've gotten lucky to see those two rookies come in the league and light it up, and you can't expect that from everyone. So like, you gotta pump the brakes a little bit,
I have another question for you. How about Ashton Genty's first career game? 19 carries, 38 yards, and a touchdown. What do you think about
Like it wasn't bad. I mean, he had a couple decent runs. I know he had the touchdown
that?
on the goal line. Like it wasn't bad for his first game. I mean, the Patriots front isn't very good, but is the Raiders O line like the thing with Genty this year is the Raiders O line is trash. Like I don't know how much holes they're really going to create for him. Genty's going to have to do a lot of stuff in space. I wish they got him involved a little bit more in the checkdowns because Gino was kind of pushing the ball downfield. I mean, I know he had a brutal interception but
Yeah.
that's kind of Gino. He likes to air it out a little bit, make some turnover plays that make you scratch your head, but they got to get him involved in the passing game more. They got to get some more screens to him and get him in space to where he's not necessarily always running in between the tackles because that's not the Raiders' strong suit. He's not gonna be very productive in between the tackles. So they got to get him more out in space.
So now I have another question for you. I agree with you there. I have another
Yeah.
question for you, fantasy wise, all of our fantasy fans out there. A lot of these rookie running backs were hyped up going into week one. I know
Mhm.
rookie running backs are usually projects. They usually don't turn up till week four, five, six, even.
Yeah.
Caleb Johnson's not on the field. Like
Yeah.
Trayvon Henderson gets 5 carries. Ashton Genty averages 2.5 yards a carry. RJ Harvey's not getting the ball. Like, what do you have to say to these fantasy owners? Like, do you believe in these running backs? Omar and Hampton, it's a tough matchup. He looked sluggish. He looked slow. It looked like it was hard for him to get downfield. And he's like a bell cow, like hard-nosed running back.
Mhm.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
didn't love any of the performances from the rookie running backs.
There was none really good. I mean, Amari and Hampton, like I said, I think it was more on the Chiefs front. They were busting holes, like dude, like pause. But dude, Chris Jones was blowing up the run game,
Yeah.
and dude, so I wouldn't be worried about Amari and Hampton. Guys like Caleb Johnson, yeah, fantasy owner. If you're counting on Caleb Johnson as a starting running back every week, you're in big trouble because he's good. He's going to be talented, but Jalen Warren's pretty slapped on. He's going to be the guy in Pittsburgh, and even in the Pittsburgh Jets game, like it was an air raid, it was a shootout. I don't know how many off the top of my head how many carries they gave the running backs, but Aaron Rodgers was slinging it. So,
Yeah.
like from Caleb Johnson's perspective, and even in the other offense, like Travion Henderson, like we said, all right, they were going up against a good front. They're all their first games. You can't expect them coming out lighting it up. I know that Jacob Krosky Merritt um, came out and he got what like 80 yards and a touchdown.
Yeah, he's like 100 or
Ja'Cory, sorry, not Jacob. I always do that.
Corey Cross Yeah, Bill.
Yeah, yeah. So I wonder. I know the Packers are playing right now. Commanders. I didn't get a chance. I don't think he was doing that productive in the first half at least. But, anyways, like it depends. These rookie running backs, they got to take some time. They got to get their feet wet a little bit before we really start to evaluate them because it's tough coming in week one. Like
Yeah, it
a
is.
lot of battle lines, so
All
it's gonna take some
sharing
time.
backfields. Yeah,
Mm,
absolutely. I have
yeah,
another question for you now. Let's talk about the Chiefs. What did you
yeah.
make out of that game? What do you think of Harbaugh? What do you think of Herbert? Like the Madison Beer effect, bro. He looked awesome.
Yeah, dude, like I said, Herbert looked like an MVP for sure. I love ripping Herbert. I mean, he's a great regular season quarterback. There's no doubt. I'm not going to argue with that. But the thing with that, I think the Chiefs, it started with the first play of the game when Travis Kelce goes ahead and knocks out Xavier Worthy because he's too slow to get off the line. Like that killed them. I think Xavier Worthy was going to be a huge part of their offense, especially in the beginning stages. They probably had a bunch of stuff scripted for him. And for him to just get knocked out on what the third play, like that screws up a lot of things because now you're relying on Tyquan Thornton to be your deep threat. And Hollywood Brown, he's got to take a big step. I mean, when he hit that drop on third down, like that to me was like a gut wrencher. Like he's supposed to be the guy now, and Patrick Mahomes is going to look to him, especially this week when you're facing. Sorry, I can't talk. When you're facing the Eagles, like he's going to be looking towards Hollywood the whole game. Like he's your go-to guy. I mean, Juju will honestly be another receiver to watch because if the Eagles go ahead and try to key Quinion on Hollywood, Juju's going to be he's probably going to be the guy on Dory Jackson who just got cooked. So Patrick Mahomes needs these guys to step up. And that's the thing. You can't rely on Travis Kelce anymore. I wouldn't be super worried about the Chiefs because again, Patrick Mahomes is still Patrick Mahomes, and the run game is decent. They got a good O line, and I'm not too worried about their defense. Like it was
I'm
week one,
worried,
like I said. You
dude.
are
I'm worried. Let's walk through this Chiefs schedule. They're home against the Eagles, Super Bowl matchup, whatever. That's not an easy game. Like I'm
not an
glad
easy
you're
game,
home.
no.
I would
Yeah.
almost chalk that in as a loss if you're in Philly. Then
Hmm.
they go to MetLife. They play the Giants. Whatever. Say what you want about the Giants. That's probably a win. Then
That's
they
a
play
win,
the
easy. Yeah.
Ravens. They play the Ravens at home. That's another hard team to play.
Dude, they're all hard team. Like, bro, you can run through the
Then
schedule, but I'm saying the Chiefs somehow find a way to win these games. Like not all of them. Like they're still going to be an 11-12 win team. Like
dude,
they're going to probably win half of the big games at
yeah,
least. But like you mentioned the Eagles and Ravens. I think they do beat the Eagles this week. I really do. And the Ravens might be the tough one that they lose.
yeah.
But
I think
yeah,
they're both coin flips to me.
for the Chiefs to start off 0-2, it just doesn't.
Doesn't
I don't see the Chiefs starting 0-2. Like
doesn't feel right. But
they're
dude, it doesn't get any easier for them. Then they're in
no.
Jacksonville, week 5. Liam Cohen. I think this is a good football team.
Dude, Jacksonville is a good. If there was
I
one upset that I had this week, it is the Jaguars over the Bengals.
Yeah, that's a
Um,
good football team.
Good football team. I don't know if you watched the Bengals Browns game, but the Bengals The
Wow.
Bengals let up 300 yards to Joe Flacco. I don't care what you say. Yeah, Flacco threw what 45 times, but it was
Mhm.
300 yards to Flacco, and I think the receivers had like five drops. If they catch those, he's probably throwing for 400. And his two picks that he had, one dropped right in Cedric Tillman's hands, and the other one was I forgot who exactly he threw it to, but it like some ricochet bounce that goes right into Jordan Battle. Like, bro, Joe Flacco, I shouldn't say I love hating on him. Like, obviously, I respect Joe Flacco, but like, he's what 40 years old. Like, he's not a quarterback that scares you. Yet for him to go put this big performance in the big 2025, like, dude, Bengals defense, man, they're not good. So when you go see Trevor Lawrence, who's now got all these revamped weapons, Liam Cohen, very quarterback friendly coach. They're going to put up points. And Joe Burrow has never won a game in week 2 in his career. All of these slow starts, you can blame it on Burrow, you can blame it on Zach Taylor, you can blame it on whatever. But the thing is, there's something in the Cincinnati culture that just doesn't work out in the early season. So when they got Jacksonville coming to town, who's also very sound on defense, say what you want about Bryce Young, but everyone was expecting him to be very hyped up this season. They shut him down. Shut him down.
Yeah.
Jacksonville's front is dangerous. They got a good run game. I do not see how the Bengals win this game unless Joe Burrow throws for 300 yards and Jamar Chase has 200 of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's my take.
Yeah. No, I'm with you. Let's move on into Bills
Mhm.
Ravens. What a game.
What a
What a
game.
game.
Like,
Like what a
if
game. Ravens
I
had a
didn't,
40 to
yeah.
25 lead in the fourth.
Mhm.
Buffalo storms back. Like, what does this say about Josh Allen? Is it his year? I think it's the Ravens' year. I think this will be the best thing that's ever happened to the Ravens personally. I think they go and like win out. I think this is a 15 win football team, 16 win football team. What do you
Yeah,
think?
I like that point because in the beat 3 quarters of the game, you were thinking the Ravens were probably the best team I've ever watched. Like, dude, the way
Absolutely.
that their defense was playing against Josh Allen, this is probably the second best offense behind them right here.
Yeah.
And the way the offense, they couldn't slow him down. I know the Bengals were missing some pieces in the secondary, but the way Derrick Henry was moving at his age is it looks like he's in his prime.
It's
In
insane.
his prime. And then Lamar Jackson airing out. Zay Flowers looks back to full health. Like he's been moving. They got Rashad Bateman. They got their tight ends. I know that I likely wasn't playing, but
Yeah.
like I'm said, like dude, their offense was legit. This is probably the best offense I've ever seen. And I don't think that's absurd to say. But going back to the game, like I didn't bet this game, but if I was a Ravens better, like bro, I would probably be livid because how do you dominate football for that long? Pretty much dominated for 3.5 quarters,
And then
and
you
they
go flat.
somehow lose. Jair Alexander cost them, in my opinion. Like, bro, dude,
Yeah.
especially cooked on
Washed.
the last shot, cooked.
Washed.
Like, dude, that was brutal. It was just ultimate collapse. I mean, Bills had everything go their way in garbage time. It looks like the Ravens defense just took their foot off the gas. They expected to win and snuck up on him. You can't do that against Josh Allen. You can't do that against Josh Allen. Can't do
Yeah.
that against Mahomes. You got to play full 4 quarters.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
Hmm.
Josh Allen's the type of quarterback you can't take your foot off the gas ever. He's always in the game.
Never.
It doesn't matter the score.
Exactly, bro. That's the problem. And I think that it's a good learning lesson for him because obviously when this team wants to reach what they want to reach and that's is the Super Bowl, you need
Mhm.
a loss like this. You need a little punch in the mouth to a wake up call to be like, all right, shit, we got work to do. And I think this is
Yeah,
like you said, this could be the best thing to happen to him, and we'll see
yeah.
what kind of run they make.
Yeah, man. Let's go into Vikings versus Bears. I know this one hits close to you, Bears fan. Talk to me about
Yeah.
JG McCarthy haters. Talk to me about Caleb Williams truthers. Talk to me about Ben Johnson's scheme. What happened in this game?
Bro, so like as much as I am a Bears fan, I love JJ McCarthy. I think that he gets a lot of unnecessary hate. People think that he can't throw coming out of Michigan and he didn't throw there, but the dude has a zip on his pass, okay? You watching the Monday night game, just especially being his first game in 20 months and to come out in the first half and did what he do, like he did
Hmm.
not look good in the first half.
He
But to
looked
come
horrible in the first half.
Looked horrible. He looked horrible. He looked horrible. He wasn't really settling in well. I don't think his offensive line really helped him.
Hmm.
But the thing that I took away from this is for as bad as he played in the first half, he came out of the second half a new man. Like, how do you handle adversity as a young quarterback is should be a huge telltale sign of if they will be special in this league. And for him to get knocked in the mouth like that, come back in the second half, put it completely behind him and go ball out, bro, that says everything you need to see it from him. Like everything. The dude is a winner. He won in high school, he won in college, and now he's winning at the NFL. Some of those throws he was making in the second half were special, bro. I know the interception that he had, that was a terrible play call. Bears were sending seven guys,
Yeah.
and they try to call up a cross field out route. Justin Jefferson drifts way too much. Like, you can't get mad at him for that. You really can't. They run a little slant up the middle, like he's catching that for a touchdown because the safeties are gone. Like, my point is here, JJ McCarthy is going to be a good quarterback. Anyone that says he can't throw, liars. And as for the Bears, man, dude, like you came out on the opening drive looking like you guys were about to take this thing and roll with it. Ben Johnson, like especially that opening drive, bro. We were getting texts in the group chats like, "Holy shit, Bears are back! Ben
Yeah.
Johnson's the greatest thing ever." And then
Uh-huh.
what they do after that? Nothing.
Nothing.
Nothing, bro. Like nothing. I don't understand where this run game is. DeAndre Swift, if you want to run him 20 times a game, you're not going to win football. When Caleb Williams is your leading rusher, you're not going to win games. I don't know why the Bears didn't go out and get a legit running back in the offseason. Why they waited until the seventh round of the draft to getting running back. Kyle Monangai
Mhm.
didn't even get a carry in the game. He's your guy that's supposed to run in between tackles. You better hope Roshan Johnson comes back fast because DeAndre Swift, he's a good change of pace guy, but you can't run him up the middle 20 times a game. You can't like and
He's not your Jameer Gibbs, Ben. Like
no.
that's not no. And that I think he proved that the other night.
And the thing is too, like Ben Johnson loves to do all this play action off of it, but it doesn't work when no one's biting on it. No
Mhm.
one's biting on the run. And obviously I can't defend Caleb Williams for some of the bad throws he was making. I think he had like at least seven
Like bad,
seven misfires.
like
And
throwing balls into the stands. Like DJ Moore was wide open for a touchdown.
wide open that. He missed Cole Kmet over the middle. Um, he might have missed Roma Dunze too down the sideline. Like the thing is, too, as bad as the Bears were looking in the second half, they were always in this game. There was always one play away where they could have been scored a touchdown and put it away. They just didn't though. Like it's tough because especially after that opening drive. I'm sure every Bears fan in that stadium were like, "Holy shit, Super Bowl Bears, we're back!" No, no, you guys, dude, like it just got like ripped their hearts out, and now you got to go play the Lions. I think it's in Detroit. Like you're starting 0-2.
They're
Like the
pissed
Bears are
off.
starting 0-2.
That Lions team is pissed off.
Yeah, dude, the Bears are going to be a 7-win team. Unfortunately, I thought I was expecting more from them, but after this loss, what we saw, they're a 7-win team. As much as improvements they made in this offseason and bringing in Ben Johnson, like
Mhm.
maybe not. I'm already looking towards next year for him. I'm already looking towards next year. Like it's tough. It's tough, but that's the truth.
Yeah, man. What do you think about JG McCarthy? Last time he lost the football game was TCU, December 31st, 2022, in the college football playoff semifinals.
Yeah, dude. I mean,
That's a
like I said,
winner.
he's a
Winners
he's a winner,
win.
bro. Like I
He's
said,
a
he's a winner.
winner.
Yeah.
Like, and I'm not a huge JJ McCarthy fan. I think Kevin O'Connell is an amazing, a fantastic coach. He made Sam Darnold a good quarterback. Like,
Hmm.
I think this is his perfect quarterback. It's a system quarterback. It's a Brock Purdy kind of guy. It's a game manager. I think they're going to keep winning.
Hmm.
Like, he wins the winnable games.
Like especially when you see Kirk Cousins right now and what he did last year in Atlanta, it makes you think of just how much Kevin O'Connell maybe might have made him. I mean, I know he's good in Washington before that, but like
Yeah.
Kevin O'Connell's really good with quarterbacks. So that JJ McCarthy landed in a perfect spot to start his career, no doubt, no doubt.
Sounds
But
good, man. Let's move on to the games this upcoming weekend. We have a few good games. I know we talked about Bears Lions, we talked about Eagles Chiefs. What about this Bills New York game? Come on.
dude, I'm
AFC
dumb.
East, I believe. Come on. Fields look good.
Nah, Fields did look good for three and I would say 95% of the game until he actually got the ball in his hands, ready to go win a game-winning drive, and he just crumpled. That's the story of Justin Fields. He looks so good as a runner, and then he gets the ball in his hands, down 2 points, can go get a field goal to win the game, and he just folds. That's Justin Fields' game. He can't win, he can't read defenses. He still can't. Every single time he feels some sort of pressure in the pocket, he bails. He bails. He can't stand in the pocket. And when he does stand in the pocket, if his receivers don't have 5, 10 yards of separation, he's not completing passes. That's the problem with him. That's the problem with him. I know he's going to put up all these flashy stat numbers. I know he had a couple good throws. I know that touchdown to Garrett Wilson was really good. But when the pressure is on him and he's not playing from behind and he's not playing free and loose, which is a hard thing for him not to do, he's not very good. He's not very good. And that's why the Bears let him go. That's why Pittsburgh let him go after their year and they moved on to Aaron Rodgers at 41 years old because he's better than Justin Fields. Like, and he just showed it on there. Like, I don't see how the Jets even keep this game close. I think they're going to get ran out of the water in this one. And Josh Allen is He's gonna tear that Jets defense apart, man.
Yeah. What do we think about this Bucks Texans?
That's the
High
one I
octane
wanted to get into.
offense,
Yeah.
lockdown defense. Like this is an awesome matchup. I think this will be a fantastic football game.
I think this is arguably the best match of the weekend. Like
Yeah, dude. Both
these
teams want to get
are
back on track, man.
yeah, and the thing with me, so what is it? The Texans are at home, right?
Yeah.
So it's tough for Tampa Bay because their offense is so good. Emeka Ibuka
That's
looked
good.
really good at receiver. Like he's going to be a stud in the league. They got a good defense, but the thing with the Texans, like coming off a loss, you don't want to start 0-2. You don't want to start 0-2, and their defense is still probably the best in the league. And Baker Mayfield is as good as he's been. Like this is going to be the toughest challenge he faces, and CJ Stroud and I know this offense doesn't really have a run game right now, so that's what kind of has
Mhm.
been screwing them, and their O line isn't very good. But like when you rely on your defense, defense wins championships, man. Like I know it didn't happen last week, but I think they get back on track at home in their home opener. Come out with a little more fire, and they get it done against Baker.
Yeah, man.
Hmm.
Last thing for you. Let's talk about Daniel Jones. He's a stud. He looked like the MVP. He's
Yes,
running. What does this say about the Colts? Like, are the Colts a good team? I don't. Tyler Warren looked awesome.
I think they
Pittman's
are.
a wide receiver one all of a sudden again. Like,
Mhm.
this is interesting.
Dude, the Colts have always been a good team. Like even the past like 3, 4 years, they're always a sneaky playoff team. Like, and
Mhm.
honestly, they were missing a quarterback, and they kind of always had a Daniel Jones guy. Like I
Mhm.
think back in the day, they had or not, I shouldn't say back in the day. I'm not that old, but like they went from like Matt Ryan or Philip Rivers, Matt Ryan, Joe Flacco for a period.
Yeah.
Who I forget who the guy was before Anthony
Andrew
Richardson.
Luck.
Not
Like,
Andrew Luck.
oh,
That's too long ago. I'm blanking on their guy before back in like 2021. But anyways, but Daniel Jones, for anyone that thought Anthony Richardson should start, they were just clueless because Daniel Jones is a good quarterback. Like he led the Giants to playoffs like 2 years ago. Like he is as bad as he looked last year. I think that was more because nobody in New York wanted him, and all of his confidence was gone. So a fresh start in Indianapolis is the best thing that could happen to him. And you just saw it on display, like he's got weapons. He's got a ton of weapons. This is
yeah.
like Jonathan Taylor is legit running back, and this receiving core is so loaded and good.
Yeah.
They can spread the ball
It
around. And
reminds me of this Green Bay receiving core. Like it's like you don't have a stud, but
Mhm.
you have three wide receiver twos on your team that can all play well.
Yeah, dude, I think it's better than Green Bay to be honest. Like
Yeah, it could
it's
be.
similar, but like Michael Pittman's, I mean, he's not like a top tier receiver. He's a
He's a
solid
good
wide receiver
receiver.
one.
Yeah, yeah.
And they got a tough couple other. Josh Downs is very
Yeah,
explosive,
he's
and they
very
got
explosive.
a young dude, blanking on his first name, Mitchell, Adonai Mitchell.
Yeah,
But and then Tyler Warren, of course, like. Dude, they got a lot of ways they can spread it around, and Daniel Jones is going to have a very successful year. I mean, it's not like the Miami defense is a cakewalk. I know there's a lot of drama going on there, but like, they're not a cakewalk. Like they got some good players, so it's like
I like
to see
Alex
him put up
Pierce.
that points.
Yeah,
Yeah, Alec Pierce too. That yeah. Like,
good.
dude, they're gonna be sneaky good. They're gonna be a playoff team. I mean, especially in that division being kind of wide open. I mean, you're really just battling the Texans, and like we said, the Jaguars are up there, but like,
Mhm.
it's theirs to lose.
Yeah, and remember how surprising it was hearing Daniel Jones over Austin Richardson? Like, what does that mean
Mhm.
now? That's just like the biggest fuck you. It's just like we were right. We know our offense.
Yeah, yeah.
Like,
It's gonna
that
be
silenced the haters, I think.
it's gonna be tough for Anthony Richardson to make another start in the
Or
Colts
yeah,
without.
Anthony. I said Austin, Anthony Richardson.
Yeah, no. It's gonna be tough for him because like unless Daniel Jones, knock on wood, gets injured, like I don't see how he plays again this year. Like he was a project quarterback. We all knew that. I mean, to waste a fifth overall pick on him though, like it looks bad in hindsight, but. We'll see. I think he needs a little change of pace, change of scenery. So maybe he does get traded somewhat soon. But Daniel Jones, like, you got to keep rolling with him, obviously. And I think they will for the rest of the year.
Sounds good, man. I think that just
Yeah.
about wraps up this week.
Yeah.
Thanks for
No, it
being
was,
on. This is great.
yeah, good episode. A lot of football, like we said, full swing. And looking forward to keep doing this weekly and spilling you guys some knowledge because you don't know ball, but
Well, we
we do
do.
here.
Let's go. All
So,
right. See you, bro.
all right.
F6.
Thanks, guys.